pinch myself seeing my name up there on screen. Welcome, everyone. I am Isabella Costa, and I have the honor of hosting today's North America Leadership Academy. Love Thursdays. I live for Thursdays because we get a chance to unite, to share, to dream, to plan, and to learn. If this is a training that we do every Thursday for our business partners, to learn more about how everything, just to learn more, to learn from our top leaders who I'm going to be introducing in a minute. You might be a guest here. You were probably invited to come join us. Today is your lucky day. If you received one of those tickets that we all get to invite a guest, thank you for joining us. This is a really easy, no pressure way for you to learn more about who we are, our culture, a little bit about the products, a little bit about how we do things, and probably the one thing that you really want to know is, how does this work? How do we get paid? So let's just get started. It's wonderful to see everybody that's logging in and sharing where they're coming from. Welcome, North America, Canada, Mexico, Canada, and United States. If you haven't done so, please share. Tell us where you're coming from. And if you're a guest or if you already are a business partner, we're going to jump right into it. And we're going to start with Ms. Rebel Brown. She is going to do us the honor of talking to us about one of my favorite products, vitamin D5. Take it away, Ms. Rebel.
I'll be talking if I remember to take my microphone and put it on, right? Okay, so let me share my slides. Hang on 1 second. So how is everybody tonight? Okay, let's go to slideshow. Everybody ready for Vive? Yeah? So, whoops, I made a mistake. Here we go. Back. No, why won't the slide? Hang on, you guys. Why does it always do this to me right as I get started? There we go. Okay, so first, let's talk a little bit about seed-based nutrition. All right, now we've all heard of superfoods, right? Well, seeds are the original superfood. They are these mighty little powerhouses. I mean, did you know that they deliver 20 to 30x the potency of the plants and fruits that they create? Think about that tiny little fruit seed that creates a huge tree filled with apples or oranges or whatever. Seeds are the source of nutrition. Now, the RAIN scientists, being the smart people that they are, recognized the value of seeds, but they also recognized that they needed a special process to be able to preserve that power. So they created the nutrient preservation process that harnesses all of the power of the seeds. It's certified to the highest international food nutrition certification, as are all RAIN products. So you're assured that you get pure, powerful, available nutrition. Now that we have the basics about seeds, let's talk about Vive. So Vive is a vitamin D super booster. So let's talk about vitamin D, which is a really important nutrient for your wellness. It helps keep your immune system healthy, it reduces fatigue, and it boosts your energy level. It also facilitates the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which we need for, guess what? Our bones and our teeth, right? But here's the sad thing. Studies show that almost 50% of our population is deficient in vitamin D. Now, Vive is a powerful source of just what you need, and it's a powerful nutrition, but it's also special because of its microionized spray delivery system. And we're going to get to that, but here's the clue. It makes it highly absorbable and available for your body. And that's key when you're taking nutrients, okay? So now let's talk a little bit about what is in Vive, right? It's specially formulated with some very select seed nutrition to boost the levels of D in your body. So it includes vitamin D3 oil. Now, studies have shown that the most effective form of vitamin D is vitamin D3. And because it's an oil, it's a fat-soluble form of D, and it offers better absorption, and it also increases the overall bioavailability of Vive, which basically means your body can use all of the nutrients that are found in Vive. Now, it also has vitamin E. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, and it helps protect your cells from damage. It also helps prevent vitamin D from degradation. So it makes sure that the vitamin D in Vive is highly available and effective for your body. Then there's tomato seed oil. I did not know any of this. Tomato seed oil is nutrient rich in antioxidants and also essential fatty acids. It serves as a carrier for the D3 that we talked about. So it enhances its absorption and its availability. And you guessed it, it protects it from degradation within the body. Okay. Then there is sea buckthorn oil. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't have a clue what a sea buckthorn is. So I went and looked it up, and it turns out it's a deciduous shrub or a tree that's native to Europe or Asia. And it has these tiny, tiny little berries that are super powerhouses. It's rich in antioxidants. It has vitamins A, C, E, K, essential fatty acids, and also all the omega-3s that we know and love, 3, 6, 7, and 9. Now, the oil itself supports your health because it provides the antioxidants and prevents your cells from damage, but it also serves as a protective carrier for the vitamin D, right? Its antioxidants help protect the vitamin D from degrading, and it remains effective in your body. So now let's talk about what Vive gives you. All right, so now you know what's in it and how pure it is. Let's talk about what it delivers. Well, first of all, we've all known that vitamin D is critical for our immune systems. And I can tell you personally, I've used D for decades because I have some immune system issues. And for me, Vive has been such a gift. It's the first time I've ever used the spray. And there's a reason for that spray, which the Rain scientists knew and which you can feel because it is the power. You see, there's an issue with vitamin D in the form of a pill or a capsule because when you take it that way, it goes through your digestive system. And unfortunately, your digestive system can reduce its potency and it can also reduce the absorption levels of it. Factors like your gut health, your diet, the bacteria in your gut, et cetera, can also affect how well your body can take in and utilize the vitamin D. By using our spray delivery system, Vive bypasses your digestive system and you get maximum absorption. And always remember, absorption and availability are about how much nutrient you get from what you take. And Vive delivers the highest absorption and availability of any D product on the market. Now, I didn't know this either. It also serves to support our bodies as they create serotonin. And we all know what serotonin is. It's one of our happy hormones, right? Right? It regulates our mood, it reduces anxiety and depression, and it just supports our mental health, right? So we have something that gives us energy, vitality, our immune system, and makes us happy. Gee, why wouldn't you want that? But then you get to something else that you want, which is less fatigue and more energy. Now, in this day, who doesn't want more energy, right? I mean, we all do. And vitamin D helps generate and store energies in your cells. When you're deficient in vitamin D, you'll feel low energy. But with Vive, you're just plain always vibrant. I had to use it, right? I had to say it. So then there's our bones and our teeth, right? Now, I don't care if you're an athlete or a couch potato, you need your bones, right? You need your bones to be strong and to continue to be healthy, and you need your teeth, right? That's another benefit of Vive. And then there's just plain well-being. Vive provides all of this value and these benefits in a natural seed-based source, which is important, because it's organic, it's kosher, it's keto, it's vegan, and it is much better than the animal sources that are used by alternatives. And it's not just about your dietary preferences. There are toxins, lots of potential toxins in the animal sources, and there's also high variability in the quality of the vitamin D that you get from those sources. With Vive, you get pure, high-powered vitamin D in a high availability, highly absorbable form. Boiled down, it means your body gets more and better vitamin D nutritions to fuel your health and your wellness. Now, if you want to know more, we have One of the things about Rain is we have the most beautiful resources and tools to be able to share the value of these amazing products. From our Vitality magazine, that is a great way to explain all of this, to individual product sheets that offer details, to amazing videos. And if you're interested in any or all of this, you can ask the person who invited you for these resources so that you can learn more. Bottom line, if you want to be vibrant, use Vive. And back to you, Isabel.
Thank you, Debbie. I mean, Rebel, well done. Well done. Vitamin D is such an important vitamin, so important that our body will produce it from the sun. That's how important it is. Unfortunately, we don't produce enough. So who should be on Vive? Everyone should be taking, everybody should be taking this. Thank you again. Well done. Okay, let's move on. So if this is not about selling a lot of product to a lot of people, then how do I make a lot of money? Might be a question that you're asking. It's just basically compounding through the magic of leverage. And Mr. Derek Lord is here to explain to us exactly how this works, how we get paid, and what leverage is. Take it away, Mr. Derek. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everybody. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a lot of fun for two reasons. I'm going to play a little bit of a game. Pretend that you somehow were in charge of creating a way for people to get this information out and be able to be paid in a way that would be fair and balanced. What would you do? Well, we've got a couple of people who recently did that. And they created what is now known as the RAIN 2.0 compensation program. It utilizes leverage. Well, what is leverage? We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But again, what if you were in charge of trying to create a way to build a lifestyle, and let's call it the ultimate lifestyle? Well, what does that mean? Well, it's going to be different for everybody, but there'll be some commonality. And some of the commonalities will be that you want to be able to have fun. You want to do a good job. You want to help people. We now call that social entrepreneurship. We also want to be in a position so that people can enjoy what they're doing and be rewarded appropriately. So let's go back first, though, and let's take a look at why the timing is so good for RAIN 2.0 and why you might want to play a role. Megatrend.
Mr. Derek, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I was too busy pinching myself earlier. We have a lot of friends from Puerto Rico. So I forgot to mention earlier that this call is being translated in Spanish. So si necesitamos la llamada en español, simplemente vayan donde dice más y puedes cambiar la idioma a español. Sorry about that, Derek. I just needed to mention that because we have several friends from Puerto Rico.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did, because they're not going to get that otherwise. So when we go back to concepts and megatrends, what are we looking at? Well, one of the things we're looking at, we just mentioned social entrepreneurship. We'll talk about that in a little more detail. The second trend, healthy lifestyle. Well, how many people don't want to be healthy? You can imagine everybody wants to be healthy. Well, how do you do that? How do you help your body? Well, you just heard some of the ways to do that when Rebel told you about Vive 3. Another one, side gig economy. I was surprised, but just recently I was listening to the news, and one of the things they talked about was side gigs. Well, we know many of the younger people, Gen X, Y, and Z, who have had quite a time, they're very interested in side gigs. But what was shocking to me is how many of the baby boomers have not only come out of retirement, but they've come out of retirement with some energy, because they not only want to be able to earn extra money, but they want to make a difference. And then, of course, social media marketing. Many people spend a great deal of time online and they end up in using social media. Well, what if while you're doing that, you can actually help some of the people that you're working with? Well, let's talk about a side gig business just for a moment. What do we do and what does that mean? Well, let's take a look and let's set a situation where you can create and set your own hours. Well, what do you mean? Yeah, you can build into a busy schedule, 10 or 15 hours a week that you're able then to do this side gig. What if you could choose the people with whom you work? Well, just like at the office, right? Well, maybe not. Pick and choose the people. What if you have the ability, based upon your goals and desires, to have no upper limit on how much earnings you make just based upon what you do and how well you do it? And the most important, you can only become successful in this business by helping and empowering other people. Travel. Well, there's a lot of people who could really use a vacation. And what if you could not only have a vacation, but vacation in different places around the country in the United States? Well, what about around the world? And what if when you're there, you might even be able to meet some of the people and team members that you've seen along the way, or maybe even online or on this call. Also, think about this: earning money across 16 time zones. Well, what does that really mean, Derek? Well, part of what it means is when we go to bed tonight, there are people on the other side of the world who are just waking up, and they're helping us just like we're helping them. Social entrepreneurship. I will tell you, it's a relatively new phrase. I mean, some of us have heard it a while, but the idea is doing well by doing good. In other words, not taking advantage of people, really helping them and helping them in a way that's going to be valuable. And now we get to the main word that we saw at the very beginning of the slides: leverage. Harnessing leverage. That's the magic word that we learned about. What does that mean? Well, take a look at some of the people on the slide right now: Mark Cuban and Oprah and Bezos, rolling with, right, Harry Potter series. Well, they have found a way and figured out how they can leverage their time, how they can leverage the resources that they have. Well, maybe we're not skilled, or maybe we don't have the talent to write a book or sing a song or create an industry like some of them have done. However, what if you're in a situation where you are now employing leverage? See, the fact of the matter is, either you're employing leverage or the work that you're doing is employing leverage for someone else. So let's use an example. What if you go to work? How many hours can you work in a week? Well, a lot of people are working 40, 50, 60 hours in their regular job. What if you just focused and set aside 10 or 15 hours a week? Okay, that works out pretty good. What if, on the other hand, you were able to find a couple other people who thought just like you do? It would be fun. It would be great. Help other people, maybe have them get healthy and be part of a team. Well, now take a look at the math. 15 times 3, that's 45 hours. Now you've got almost the equivalent of a full-time job working together to benefit everybody. And then, of course, what if those two people found 2 people? That's an extra 4 people. Now you're at 105 hours. And I don't know about you, but most of us, if we tried to work 105 hours, we would run out of energy pretty quick. So now for the next 2.5 hours, I'm going to explain all the different pieces. Okay, I'm just kidding. For the next couple minutes, I'm going to give you a little insight into what RAIN has done, finding ways that you have the ability to earn income by helping other people. And there's three different groups of people. The first is what we all do and all know, and those are customers. Everything Rain does is based upon customers enjoying and purchasing products that they choose. But when you get involved in it as a business, one of the other things that happens is you want to be able to earn your investment, your money back quickly. And Rain has taken care of that with a combination of fast start commissions, partner and senior partner bonuses. So they allow you to get your money back quickly. Then they have the middle part of the plan, which is what happens if you want to maybe grow your business? What if you want to help a number of other people in that endeavor? Well, we have two global bonus pools. And I will tell you what's interesting with them is this is the first time that I've seen a way that you have the ability to share in the global reach. And I don't know if you had heard before, but we're in over 40 different countries. So you have the ability to participate in bonuses around the globe, whether you have anybody in that country or not. Shazam, that's pretty big. And then, of course, a combination of team commissions. When you build a team, you build a right and a left team, and based upon the growth of that team, you have the ability to get commissions, and they pay us weekly. WEEKLY. I know some of the people were joking with me. They said, I get paid weekly, but that was WEAKLY. And then, of course, the end or the back part of the plan is the one that if you really enjoy what's going on and truly want to make a difference, they have what's known as generational matching bonus. That is a way that you get rewarded when you help team members succeed. You win, they win. What a game. Back to you, Isabel.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you breaking that down for us. Excuse me. So you're probably asking, well, who does this? Who gets involved in this kind of company? People just like you and I. In our next section, we get to hear from real people who tell their story as to why they got involved, who they are, and what they're excited about. So we're going to get started first with Miss Ibarra. Lisabella Ibarra, take it away.
Hello, hello. I am coming tonight from paradise, from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. I'm so excited to be here with all of you tonight. I have to tell you, after years of running a high-stress salon and pushing myself to the limit, I experienced a life-changing wake-up call. I had a heart attack at just 45 years old. It made me realize that I needed to prioritize my health. And I had to find a way to create a sustainable life without having to sacrifice my well-being. And I know that many of you out there can feel a little familiar with this, right? You can relate. Rain International has actually given me that opportunity with its innovative seed-based nutrition products. I found a business. This business not only improves my health, but it also allows me to help other people make better health decisions. That's so rewarding. I can't even start telling you how rewarding that is. What's even more rewarding is that I do this alongside with my beloved husband, Alex, that I believe is here tonight watching from South Carolina. Together, we're building a business that offers freedom, it offers flexibility, and a way to impact lives in a positive way. You know, I no longer have to kill myself behind the chair to earn a living. Now I am building leverage in a purpose-driven path. And this weekend, I am holding an event to bring rain to the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. I'm so excited. My name is Lisa Bella, and I am Rain. Back to you, Randy.
Hey, I'm Randy Gage, and I'm a prosperity coach by day and a Rain associate by night. And why that's perfect is because both of those professions allow me to teach the same principles and empower people the same way. I believe any money principle that you're not using it is probably being used against you, whether we're talking about compounding, unleashing leverage, escaping the time for money trap. And RAIN allows you to put those financial principles to work for you, building your wealth. So I'd like to send it to a dear friend of mine. Let's go up I-95 about 90 minutes from here, and over to you, Deb.
Thanks, Randy. Hi, everyone. I'm Debbie Grisey. I'm a property manager owner, which is a very rewarding business, but can be very stressful given the tasks involved and definitely the long hours. Besides being a property manager and having a business, I also was a caretaker for my husband because he had dementia for many years and unfortunately passed away in September. And when he passed away, I realized that I now need to have a life that would be joyful because it wasn't for so long. And not only joyful, but to be around positive, like-minded thinking people as myself. And Randy came to me and showed me this business. And I knew from the second he started talking, I didn't even let him finish talking. I just went ahead and jumped in because I knew this was the perfect place for me to be. The people, the pay plan, everything about this business is phenomenal. My dreams are coming true. I'm going to be able to travel and be able to help other people make money and have other people become healthy. And that is the love of what I want to do. So thank you, Randy. Thank you, Rain. And I'm going to send it over back to Isabel.
Thank you so much. How awesome. Who's having fun? Isn't this, I mean, so much. This is a great call. Thank you, everyone who's been involved. If you have not done so yet, make sure that you start texting your team members and say, jump on now, because this next part is going to take your breath away. Facebook, start sharing. Make sure that everyone that is supposed to be on this calling you team gets on the call now. Because I have the pleasure of introducing someone that is very special to me, my business partner, and she's going to do our closing section of leadership. But let me tell you a little bit about who she is and what a rock star she is. She went from a teacher to director of research at the leading New York City Park Avenue consulting firm, sitting in her cubicle, feeling like a prisoner of a 40-story building. She asked herself, there has to be a better way. And she found it. 30 years in this industry, she has touched, and I meant to ask her, thousands of lives who she has empowered, inspired to live their life to the fullest. Thousands of people are enjoying financial freedom, security, and just being able to live the life they were supposed to live. She was recently featured in our Work From Home magazine, where Mr. Randy Gage describes her as Anne Feinstein, breaking diamonds the way we buy bananas, in bunches. Welcome to the call, Ms. Feinstein. We are so pleased to have you.
So I bet you're wondering what's next. Okay, savvy people who look at all the beautiful parts of what we've just explained this evening, talking about our products, talking about how the business works, the leverage, how this has impacted people in so many ways. I know you're sitting there saying, what's next? Because that's what I was saying. I wanted to know what was next. What did I have to do? How did I have to do this in a way? And I can remember a guy in the early days saying to me, so what's your system? Well, at that time, it was eat the products and share them with your friends. So he kept saying, yeah, but what's the system? Eat your products and share them with your friends. I mean, that was the system that we had at that time. You know, in prehistoric days, you actually sat down and you talked to people. okay? And you did a presentation in front of them with a flip chart. Or if you were lucky, you had a VHS video that you would pop into, and some of you may be too young to know what I'm talking about, but you actually had a video machine that played a video. Guys, I can tell you that the world has changed. And what we have here at Rain is going to blow your socks off, because everything is laid out for you. And if you're here, okay, you've been invited here to take a look at this and to do it in a way that you understand what it is and what we have here and how powerful this is and how this is impacting people's lives, not only from the health perspective, but on the financial perspective. So I came up with 8 specific steps that are necessary, okay, for you to really have what I call a really exciting start to your business, an exciting way to look at this in a simple way. Because you know what? One of the things that I found in the past, because we didn't have a system, was that people would say to me, oh, yeah, this is so good for you. You can do this. Because, you know, you were a teacher and you were in corporate consulting and da, 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 da. And I had to sit back and say, okay, this guy asked me years ago, what is the system? Okay, how can we duplicate this to make it easy for everyone? Because as you know, probably only 10% of the world has any kind of business sales experience. The rest of the world, okay, wants what we have, but we have to give them the system to be able to do it so that the system is working. You become the messenger, not the message. And guys, I can tell you that takes so much pressure off of people. Okay, when you say to them, we've got the tools, we've got the system, we've got the training, and we've got the platform. Okay, all you have to do is apply what we're going to show you. And these are 8 simple steps. So number 1, keep it simple. I mean, just keep it simple. And I can remember when I first introduced Lisa Bella and Isabel, okay, and Derek to what we had here. It was, I didn't speak to them. I talked to them for a minute or two, and then I send them a video. Okay, I wanted them to see the video. I wanted them to see the tools. I wanted them to see the brochures that Rebel was talking about to explain the products. Point, point, point. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And the way we keep it simple is because we don't want to be personality driven. We want to be system driven. Okay, so that's the first principle you've got to lock into. The second principle, okay, is be the messenger versus the message so that you're easily replicated. Okay, and what I love is, I was saying this earlier when we were getting ready here, what I love is tonight you hear people that are speaking in Spanish. Earlier today, we had the same kind of leadership academy where everybody was speaking Italian. Okay, in a couple of days, everybody's speaking Turkish. It is so exciting because it's replicating what we're doing over and over again. And when you use a tool, guess what? They don't have a bad day. They don't have a crazy day. They don't have a crappy day. Okay, it's the tool that you plug into and people say, oh, I can do that. I can show a video. Oh, I can send them over a brochure. I can give them a magazine. Okay, and then we collect them back, collect logical conclusions. Okay, helping them to come to that point of a logical conclusion, how it works for them. So keep it simple, okay? And be the messenger, not the message. Number 3, the goal is to become profitable quickly. I don't know about you, okay, but when you say business, that means making money. How many of you want to make some money? If you do, give me a yes and down there in the chat. I mean, I'm willing to invest in my business, and I want to know, how do I become profitable? Okay, I want to know how I can make money here. Derek went through and explained and gave you a good overview, but you know what? It's a crime against the nation and humanity if we don't get you profitable quickly, okay? And that means getting you into the system so that you're able to go out there and introduce this to other people and begin to build out customers and people that are joining you as associates. So how do we do that? Okay, well, this is number 4, proper onboarding, meaning that Soon as I spoke to Lisa, Bella, or Isabel, or Derek, or any of them, you people that you've heard this evening, first thing I said is, as soon as you make a decision on the pack that you want, because I showed them the packs, because that was the next step, and they made a decision as to which pack they wanted to start with, as soon as you enroll and lock in your spot, you're going to get the new associate orientation manual from me. Okay, I didn't hand it to them beforehand. I said, as soon as you're ready, okay, to enroll and to become a member, I will give you the new associate orientation because I want you to know exactly how to do this business. And there's a terrific checklist in there that's going to keep you focused on the step-by-step process. So guys, okay, it's exciting. People want to know what's next. So on that inboarding, okay, you want to talk about, the fact that you're going to give them this. You're going to then do a strategy session with them, okay, and talk over the things that are important. How to set up the mobile app, okay, how to be speaking to and engaging with their hot 25. Everybody has hot 25 people that they can go to right away. People that you want to do business with that you couldn't do business because you had a salon, or because you're a nurse, or because you're a financial planner, or because you've been in tech, or because you've been in property management, or in my case, consulting. But I had people that I knew that I would love to be in business with. Okay. And that's the exciting thing. That's the hot 25. Those are the people that you say, you know what? If I show them a quality product, a good product that makes a difference for people with efficacy, as you heard tonight, that Rebel explained, okay, and they see a quality product and they see a great business, they're going to want to be in business with us. Okay. And we need to then, as I say, have the bananas when the gorilla shows up. When the gorilla shows up, you want to have those bananas ready. And the bananas are the tools. I got somebody here who wants to say hello. She's popping up to say hello. Hello. So the first and foremost is you've got to have that NAO and the checklist ready. You have to be sure that they know how to use the mobile app. How many of you love this mobile app? I mean, if you do, give me a yes and. Because that mobile app rocks. Okay, it gives you an opportunity to send out all the tools that Rebel was showing you today in a simple format. And guess what? You get notification. Okay, you get notification when they look at those tools, and you'll know exactly how to approach that person based on the fact that they were interested and excited to get back in touch with you. Okay, because we have tools that rock. We have tools that are amazing. And I want to thank Mr. Randy Gage because he is such a creative genius when it comes to marketing and marketing materials. And I always send a big kiss out to him because he really has created something magical here. And that NAO helps people to understand the power, okay, of the pathways, how to send, what to do with someone who wants to be a customer. What tools do you send if they're interested in the products? What tools do you send if they're interested in the business? It's all in the NAO, okay? And also, you want to help them make sure that they get that major blast going. And that, again, is all explained in the NAO, how to approach people, what to say. Because, let's face it, some of us, are not really social animals. Okay. We may come across as A-type personalities. I think there were a few here tonight. Okay. But we may not be social animals. Okay. There are people that are so good. I mean, I remember seeing my mother. She could talk to anybody. She was a realtor. She could speak to everybody and anybody, no matter what was going on. And I'd be sitting there saying, I wish I could be that outward and that, have that talent, really. But you know what? We have a script. We have some ideas how to start the conversation, how to get people into just a real relationship building professional conversation. That's what it's all about. I said to someone today, what keeps you busy these days? It's a great way to start a conversation with someone to find out what they're doing and to find out what they're happy or not happy about. So that was number 4. Number 5, okay, be in touch. As you start to build out, be in touch with your team. Okay, be in touch with your sponsor and stay plugged in so that you know what's going on with these events, so that you know what's going on. I'll be talking about a couple of events that are coming up soon, and it's going to be exciting.
because not only here, but also around the world. You talked about travel, talk about seeing the world. Guys, I mean, I was sitting here talking to a friend today, and I said, I just came back from Milan, and before that, I was in Costa Rica. I'm getting ready to go to Turkey, come back from Turkey, okay, and then I'm going to be in Utah for a couple weeks. And then from there, I have a Go Diamond, a Go Gold, okay, event, again, back in Salt Lake City. Then I go to some other location with a bunch of people. And then I go to Istanbul for the big convention. What a life. You talk about the ultimate lifestyle, as opposed to being, as Isabel said, a corporate prisoner in a 40-story office building. Never again. Now, that may rub some of you, okay, where you're going, oh my gosh. And if you are, I understand. But this is the system that's going to help you to unlock that freedom. Okay, believe me when I tell you that. Okay, you found the best company, the most amazing team of people, okay, that are real, okay, that have heart, that have efficacy, that have integrity, and made an investment to make sure you have all the tools and the system that you need. So ask for help. Don't be a lone ranger. Okay, that's one thing I can tell you, Mr. Derek, okay, who happens to have expertise in business and all kinds of things. And I say, you know what? Don't be a lone ranger. You don't have to be. You were a lone ranger in your other business. You don't have to be a lone ranger here. We work as a team. Okay, we help each other. We empower each other. Okay, and we work in a great way. And we have amazing things happening here as a result. So let's talk about number 6. Okay, and that is share stories. You heard some stories tonight. Okay, some great stories, amazing stories of real people. The next time you're talking to someone and they bring up, a situation, you can say, I have a friend, okay, who happens to be in the same situation. She's a nurse. She's looking for a way to do something different. I have another friend, okay, she has an amazing, okay, beauty and consulting background, okay, was standing behind a chair for days and days and days and hours and hours and hours looking for leverage. I have a friend who's a financial planner, brilliant financial planner, okay, also looking for leverage. You see, guys, you start to talk about the stories and you share the stories, and then people start to feel, you know what? I can relate to that. I remember taking my father to an event, and he looked around and he saw people from his synagogue, and he saw, an accountant that he knew and a lawyer that he knew. This only gave him the confidence that I wasn't doing something crazy, that I actually was in a legitimate profession when he saw people that he respected and knew. Okay, guys, so tell stories, share stories, okay? And number 7, take the partner pledge, okay? As soon as you get into the business and you want to know, how do you move from A to B to C, talk to the person that invited you and say, what is this partner pledge that she was talking about? Because I'll tell you, when you make a partner pledge to your sponsor you're working with, your partner in the business, and you say, I'm going to be a partner, okay, in this profession. I'm going to take a line of people and build the system out. And I'm going to build this line, and I want to have your help. Okay, and I'm willing to give you the partner pledge. This is what I said to my partner, Randy Gage. I said, I never want you to worry about this line. Okay, we will always be a partner line for you. From the minute you wake up on Wednesday morning, okay, which is the start of the week, we will be a partner line. Okay, so that's number 7. And number 8 is Target Wednesdays. Okay, that is one of the most exciting things that we've been doing now. And that is every Wednesday, this declaring a target for the week. What's your rank target for the week? And I say that because this is how you get the profitability going. This is how you make personal declarations about how you want to do your business. You let people know you're serious. Okay, there's no question that on Wednesday morning, when I see people texting me about what their targets are for the week, I know that they're taking this seriously, and this is going to be a major opportunity and a privilege to work together with them. So guys, those are my 8 stories that I wanted to talk to, 8 key principles I wanted to talk to you about today. So I want to throw up a couple of slides also, because there are a couple big events that are going on. So Jesus, if you would load up those slides, please. Thank you. Okay, first and foremost, we have a big event on April 26th, and I want to tell you that I am so excited because I want to be able to put my arms around all of you here in the United States. And if you're listening from far away and you watch this video replay and you're in another country and you want to come to Orlando, okay, we would love to have all of you come and join us. It's going to be an absolutely awesome event. Randy Gage and I are going to be leading this together with Jeff Higginson. And I hear that Mr. Jack Parry is coming. It's going to be amazing. If you already bought your ticket, put down yes and down in, or put the word Orlando down below, because I want to see you. I want to give you a hug, and I want to spend the day with you. So by the time you leave, you know exactly what it is that we have here at Rain. And you're going to meet some incredible people. We've made some amazing connections together, okay, that have just permeated out into all of our businesses. So guys, this is a great, great, great group of people. And I hope that you're going to be with us. You can take that QR code and open it up, and you can go buy your ticket. It'll make Jack Parry very happy because I think he's listening in today, okay? So that's the first one. On to the next slide, and that's April 26th, guys, so it's coming up soon. Well, we have Ascend. Now, how many of you have always thought about, going to such an exotic location like Istanbul, Turkey? Okay, if you have, put yes and, okay, down below, because I can tell you that it is one of the most magical cities to visit. It's always been on my top 10, okay, in the world, because of the beauty, the spices, the elegance, the fun, the people over there. We have a great team, and they're putting together an amazing event in April, by the way, a couple of weeks. I'm going to be joining Randy and Travis and Jack over there. But we're doing a grand opening of Turkey on April 12th and 13th. And then we're coming back for the big convention, okay, in September on the 5th to the 7th. Guys, we have tickets available now, okay, at the early bird price. The same for the Orlando event. At the early bird price. I begged them to please give us the early bird price again. So you have until the 22nd to get your tickets. Please do this now, okay, tonight, so that you, and then you can get your accommodations done, your airfare, but get your tickets so you have it and you have it done, okay? And you can check it off, and that's out of the way. Then, as I mentioned, we have an event coming up in April on the 12th and the 13th. I've got people flying in from all over, by the way, guys, okay, that you want to know what's going on over there. If you have friends in that area of the world, invite them to come. They can register for that April 12th and 13th event in the back office as well. And I'll get a chance to see all of you there. All right, with that, back over to you, Isabel.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. I get to brag that I get to leverage her talent and her skill to build my business. But the good news is that you can too. You can also leverage her skill and her talent and her excitement simply by plugging your team into this call, simply by inviting more guests to this call. So you get to work. Next time you see Anne as being announced as our guest speaker, you need to triple the numbers of people you get to this call. So I know it's over. We always had such a good time, and it's always so sad when it's over, but let's go have dinner. And then I know the wheels were turning. Who do I invite? Who do I need to show the video to next? Who do I need to make sure is on this call next? Build on this. Build on this. Our next call is going to be Saturday, and I happen to know that a very enthusiastic 20-year-old is going to be giving his testimony. So make sure that you get grandkids, grandkids if you're older, anybody his age, any millennial, no, it's not millennial, what are they? I forget what generation they are. But anybody in the 20s and 30 years old, make sure you have them on this call. Really, everyone. If you were a guest here, we thank you for your time. I hope that you're just excited as we are. Get your questions answered. And the question is not how much does it cost? The question is, how fast can I make my money back? Because you can make it back pretty fast, as Mr. Derek Lord told us. Everyone have a great night. See you Saturday. Thank you for joining us. Good night, everyone.
Shine bright like a diamond.